But I wanted to share with you, because I've got to get some for dinner, how to harvest these kales. So the rule of thumb is always harvest leaves that are small. Hey guys, hope you're having a great evening. I'm going to share with you my garden here. I'm going to share how to harvest these kales. So this right here is called curly kale. As you can see, it's nice and frilly. Love that stuff. And this is called dino kale, or dinosaur kale, or lacinato kale. I've got a couple other things coming through here. These aren't weeds. These are actually potatoes coming through. And then these are cone flowers, purple cone flowers that are volunteered from seed coming up through there. So I'm going to let them do their thing, because once I harvest these kales and harvest them again, these cone flowers will be prime, and by that time the potatoes will be ready to harvest. But I wanted to share with you, because I've got to get some for dinner, how to harvest these kales. So the rule of thumb is always harvest leaves that are smaller than the size of your hand. So this is something that you would not break off, but these down here you would. So you just snap them off. I like to leave 3 or 4 inches of the little stem there, but like that right there is a prime leaf. These little ones in the middle are very tender and great to eat, but I would not recommend breaking them off, because it's going to slow down the regrowth. So in about 10 days or 2 weeks, you'll be able to reharvest these kales. But if you're breaking off all these in the middle, it's breaking off too much photosynthesis space, and it'll slow down the regrowth. So this is a perfect little bunch. I'm going to put that into the grocery bag here. 1 second. Bear with me. Don't want to put it on the ground. That would not be good for food safety purposes. And while I'm breaking these off, I like to just look for ones that have a lot of, if there's any kind of damage or bugs on the bottom of them, maybe drop them or give them to the chickens. But as you can see here, I'm breaking off the middle ones, and this is going to be great for the plants because it allows it to breathe, get some good air in there. Put these in my bag. This is how you harvest curly kale. So you just break them off like this, and I'll share a little later. Oh, you can see some bugs there. You can see there's a little bit of white flies. This one's good, but some of the lower leaves, and you can see right there, let me show you this. So see right there, there's a little bit of aphids or bugs. Just leave those. I would not recommend eating those. Be a little bit of protein, but I like to just take a look and try to get the ones that are a little higher up, a little newer on the plant, but not the top. It's kind of like a palm tree. All that new growth comes out of the top of the plant. So if you take off the lower leaves, it allows that new growth to keep coming out of the top of the plant. As you can see right here, this is all the new growth. You want to leave all that and just get these big leaves on the bottom. So you see that was a very low one, and it's got a lot of bugs on it. And I don't like to spray my crops in my garden. I like to just keep it all natural. All natural. So hope you enjoyed. Happy gardening. Bye. I showed you how to harvest the kale. Now I'm going to show you how to clean the kale. So the way I like to do it is to turn it upside down like this. After rinsing it, grab the top of the stem, strip it all the way down. And then you got a little pile. Look at the pile right there. That's the kales that are stripped. And so from this, you can either dice it, or chop it, shred it, or just rip it apart and throw it in the pot. But when you're doing the kale and washing them, always look right here. All the bugs, if you're going to have any bugs from the garden, all the bugs will be along this stem. But always look right there. Just grab it, pull it, and that was good to go. But rinse it on this side one time, rinse it on this side, and then look. See, there's some aphids, so always just tear that out. See right there? That's aphids. You don't want to eat those. You could, but I wouldn't recommend it. So grab the stem. Some of the smaller stems you can leave, like this stem right here is fine, but some of the larger stems I like to get out of there. Again, rinse it out of here. A lot of times you'll have things like pollen or things from the pine trees or oak trees in there, but look on the bottom of the leaf real quick. no bugs. Good to go. That's how we do it. All right, so we got the pot of kale. Got it simmering. We diced up an onion, and we've got some garlic in there, olive oil. Let it simmer down. All right, so there's our sautéed kale. Got diced up onions and garlic. Looks amazing. Sautéed. We like to use coconut aminos as our flavor. It gives it like a little teriyaki flavor. Coconut aminos is the answer there. So it'll be perfect with some chicken and potatoes. Have a good night.